Good day everyone! In this video, we are going to revisit our major performance task in pre-calculus and discuss our scaffolding before doing our PT. So to begin with, let me first show to you our pre-calculus major PT grasp format. So you can find it here in our week 12 module, or this will depend to who's your teacher, because they might be adding some other discussions or video that you need to catch up before proceeding with the PT making. So again, this will be found on your week 12 module that is entitled The Integration of Trigonometry in Real Life. And the grasp format for the major PT is found here on the elaborate part of this module. So you just click on this and it will direct you onto this discussion page. And I know that everybody is already aware of what we're going to do for this major PT. So just to give you a recap of what you're going to do, here's our major performance task preview. It says annually, the local government unit in your area organizes an event to give opportunities to Filipino youths from different fields to share their talents and expertise on their own areas of specialties. This year, the LGUs invited the young Filipino critical thinkers, problem solvers, and innovative creators groups in facing and responding the different societal and environmental issues being faced. As a Filipino youth, your goal is to design products, inventions, or structures that can help alleviate target problems while highlighting the strength of Filipino culture. Because of your special characteristics, you are required to incorporate conics and trigonometry as a major part of your design. And if you can recall, on our minor PT, you were able to incorporate the concepts of conics in your action plan or to your solution plan. And for this quarter, you will now add on the concept of trigonometry on your design. So the grasps here states where your goal is to design products, inventions, or structures that can help alleviate target problems while highlighting the strength of Filipino culture. Your role are students, or the students are to assume the role of a Filipino youth, and the audience to where you're writing this plan are addressed to your local government unit or the LGUs in your area. I will no longer read the situation because I have already read it here in our major PT preview. Next, for your product, the product is to create, design, invent solutions to the different societal and environmental issues that you are facing on your local areas. So again, this is in connection with your minor PT that you did last quarter. So the concepts of conics and trigonometry must be incorporated in their design, accompanied by the plotting of your design on the Cartesian plane and the list of all equations of geometric figures used. So for your standard, the product produced must meet the following standards. So you will be graded according to your mathematical concepts, your mathematical representations such as your equations, diagrams, graphs, etc. Then your accuracy, the accuracy of your computations with trigonometry and with conics. There. Next, trigonometric or geometric figures used. And lastly, your creativity. So an additional video will be uploaded a week before the PT week so that you will be reminded of what you're going to do during the PT week, or even a week before the PT week. So having this as our guide, week can use this, no, to make our scaffolding so that we are anchored to what your goal at the end is, no? So let's go to your scaffolding. Now, for your scaffolding, again, this will serve as your guide, no, or a kumbaga, it's like a plan, a project before your PT, no? So you will be integrating the trigonometry in your design, no? So please follow na lang our format. And for our instructions for the scaffolding, we'll have, please follow the format on this template, remove this instruction, this one, and all the highlighted instructions such as this one. So if you're going to submit this, just remove the highlights, no? So ayun, remove all the instructions and all the highlighted instructions before submitting this output. Next, number 2, be able to incorporate trigonometry on your minor PT or your incorporate trigonometry on your minor PT, since we will be connecting your minor PT with the major PT, and discuss each addition briefly. So like for example, you want to add there a lamppost, and your major na use of that lamppost is to find out if what area, no, is the coverage of the light of that lamppost. So you identify there the length of the radius or whatsoever pa dira. Another, for the roof, what's the angle there that you used, the area of a sector, the area of a sector, the arc length, and whatever trig concepts that you have learned before. You can apply it here on this scaffolding, no? As long as you have discussed each addition briefly. Next, draft an initial sketch of the structure or design for your solution plan manually or using GeoGebra or other graphing software. So make sure to incorporate at least 5 trig concepts that you have learned before or what we have discussed in class on your design. So we will not limit, no, sa kung ano lang ang na-learn natin in our discussions, but you can also apply the concepts of trig that you have learned before, no, on your action plan, so that we can have a wide scope, no, for the application of trig on your major PT. Next, don't forget to label the additional on your design, no, so that I can easily find it if there are corrections or modifications there on your equations or whatsoever pa dira. Next, list the equation of the trig applications that the group used in the design, such as your angles, the measure of your angles, the measure of your arc length, no, and the measure of your radius or whatsoever pa dira, as long as it's a value or an equation, no, that you have added on your design. And lastly, submit your final output in PDF form. So the scoring for this scaffolding is based on your discussions, no, the incorporation of trig in your design, so that's 10 points. Next, the sketch using GeoGebra, or if you've drawn it manually, that's 10 points. And the list of equations, again, take note ha, everything must be clear, everything must be complete, the given, the label, no, based on your sketch, and yeah, everything must be written comprehensively or clearly. Now, on this template for the scaffolding, you will have first the discussion, no? So again, you must be able to incorporate trig on your minor PT and discuss each addition briefly, where it is found on your design, its use, its functions, etc. So again, you state there that the angle was used on the roof of your design, or the yung masasakop ng light, no? Pwede nyo yan magamit. So ayun, as long as you have discussed everything that you have added, no, on your minor PT. Next, your sketch, draft an initial sketch of the structure of your design of your solution plan. You can just add na lang those additional equations on your on the sketch that you did before. Next, incorporate at least 5 trig concepts that you have learned before and what we have discussed in class on your design. And don't forget to label the additionals on your design. And lastly, list of equations. So you just write it there, no? Write the complete computation, the complete given. Next, write each equation properly and label it based on your design. So again, this is actually similar with what you did with your scaffolding number 2 last quarter, if you can remember, no? It's like your draft of your final PT or your major PT. So you just follow these instructions in doing each part of this minor PT. So that will be all for our scaffolding for this second quarter. And if you have any questions or clarifications, please feel free to message your teachers. Okay, message them in Canvas or give them a message in Messenger or whichever or whatever medium pa ng communication na ibinigay ng mga teachers ninyo sa inyo. So that would be all. Thank you everyone for watching this video and happy PT making. Bye!